need to deal with it. If we have issues, the Mr. Speaker, that is the presiding officer, has the final say. The House leader moves a motion. It's a process. We put a motion in place and say, Mr. Speaker, we want to suspend our House rules. And that is what we did. And majority, 22 voted in favor of the suspension of the House rules, so that Mr. Speaker can preside and take the matter of urgent state importance. So
you passed this budget where the different units of government, the agencies of government are supposed to come and defend their budget.
I'm coming. You need to understand, I'm the chairman of the House Committee on Finance, so I will explain some of these issues to you. You need to understand how our budget works. We have what we call the envelope system. The envelope system translates that for the recurrent expenditures of the MDAs, it's fixed already. We know that, okay, make do with...
no, Mr. Nwogu, we'll come back to you. Let him land. We'll come back to you.
Make do with certain amounts of money. And it's been running over the years. We have a budget that almost 70% goes into capital expenditure. I think we should applaud the governor or the executive. 30% we use for recurrent expenditure. Now the capital expenditure, you don't have no new project. All we are trying to do, and Mr. Speaker and the Assembly told the governor, is that make sure you complete all existing projects. We don't want to see a state where the governor leaves next year and you have unfinished projects littered all over the place.
So the budget you pass now has no new project in it?
No.
Okay, Mr. Nwogu. Okay. The question we asked was, is it politicians versus the people or the police versus the people? But we have moved on to the budget issue, and he talked about a motion being passed to suspend the House rules, and then seeing that there was no new project in the budget, they decided to go ahead and let it go.
That's not true. First of all, the standing order of the House under 50 rule 3 specifically said that after the motion of the second reading of the bill, the second reading, the debate thereon shall be adjourned for not less than 2 days. And if you say you suspend this order, where did you suspend it? You must suspend it in the existing chambers. You can't suspend it outside the chambers. You cannot rope it out of paper. You know, you must do something that will work. It is not to make a law today that I, Kelechi Nwogu, will become a woman. Supreme Court can give that law that I will become a woman and I will remain a woman all my life. The problem is, after giving that law, can I conceive? Can I be able to take it? You must do laws that will work. The standing order already was not suspended at the right place. You suspended it outside the chambers. We are not the first assembly members or the second, or we are about the seventh assembly. And as I speak to you now, that was not the first assembly chamber. Now, before they move to anywhere, they would pass a motion. Clear motion will be dropped in the floor of the House, and they will vote that this House will be moved to so place, to a designated place, and we will all vote and debate it. And before we move, you cannot stay where you are now and you say you have suspended the House rules. You must suspend the House rules inside the chambers, because a Supreme Court and Appeal Court have said any functions of the Assembly that is not done inside the chambers is illegal, is unconstitutional, and it's not avoid. Okay, let President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan go to Villa. Since the APC said they will not support him for the budget, let him go to Villa and pass the budget. Will APC accept this? Let him forget about them. Take PDP members, take Senate members, go to the Villa and pass the budget. Since they are not working together with the APC, you must take good precedent. What they did was wrong.
Okay, and Doctor.
My brother,
Mr. Nwogu.
I'm saying about this percent, no budget.
Mr. Nwogu, are you saying that the House of Assembly was under lock and key, or they were not allowed access to the House, nothing should have been done, the budget should have been kept aside until whenever the House is open?
By the police.
Sorry?
Did you hear me?
I'm hearing you now.
I'm saying that, are you suggesting that since they could not gain access to the chambers, as you said, they should have passed or suspended the rules or designated a new place for sitting inside the chambers, are you now suggesting that they should have maintained the status quo until whenever the House is open before they can look at any other thing?
That's what I'm going to tell you. Did they consider these things before they took our job to National Assembly? Did they consider these things? And besides, I said it early here to you. I said it earlier here to you that they have judgment.
I don't know whether I would.
And when you appeal the judgment, it means maintain status quo. Nothing will happen. The only one we living see is the appeal court to pass the to set aside the high court judgment or the upheld it. That is the only way you can go there to see. So what they do is illegal.
Okay. All right, thank you. You want to say?
Yes, I think it's important for my brother Kelechi to understand some issues as it relates or affects to legislative procedures. Where do you call a House of Assembly?
He's a member of the House of Assembly.
Yes, he's a member of the House of Assembly, and that's why he's saying that if you want to move a motion to use another venue as the House of Assembly, that you have to go to the old House of Assembly. I just wanted to ask him a question. In 1999, where did they go to move the motion to use the old House of Assembly? Now, because the Constitution says,
I think
the Constitution, if I have a little extract from the Constitution, section.
I thought that this has been orderly. One person is talking, the other person should.
Mr. Wogo, let him finish, then you can respond, please.
I have a little extract from the Constitution, and I think you don't need a lawyer to explain the Nigerian Constitution, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended.
Okay,
it's
good.
Okay for us to understand as laymen. Section 121 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, said the governor shall cause to be prepared and laid before the House of Assembly. It never said the hallowed chambers. It never said it has to be on Moscow Road, like in the case of Port Harcourt, River State, where the assembly is on Moscow Road. At any time before the commencement of each financial year, estimates of revenue and expenditure of the state for the next or the following financial year. Where we sat, it's a public building, it's a government building. It's been gazetted to serve.
That is the point.
It's been gazetted even before we sat.
Gazetted.
It's been gazetted by the state. Published that given that government, of course, we did not budget, we did not plan that the fracas that broke out on the floor of the House on the 9th of July was going to happen. It's not been captured. The repair of that is going to run into millions. The repair of the assembly chambers was not captured by the budget of 2013. So you don't expect the governor to swing into action and begin to repair the assembly for us to go and occupy. So the governor felt that he will need time to repair the place, capture it in the budget, and maybe begin to repair the chambers. Let me designate, let me gazette another public building for the assembly. Even besides that, the assembly, before we sat, there was a motion, there was a resolution of the House. When you have 25 members in a 31-member assembly, agreeing that for the purposes of our legislative business, let's sit here, a government building, pending when they will finish renovation of this. Let's sit here and perform our legislative duty. I think and I expect, if he represents his people truly, that he should come and bring meaningful input to the table so that Rivers State can move forward. This is beyond Amechi. Amechi is living in 2015, and that's my fear. Whatever we do now will live after 2015, and that is why the Nigerian police, they need to arrest the situation, and that's why I'm appealing to the Nigerian police, because come May 2015, Amechi likes it or not, he's going to leave. And if we allow the security situation to degenerate, to decay, posterity will not forgive us.
Yeah, and then he has said it all. But as a member of the Governor Amechi's cabinet, it's important that I continue to say this to the hearing of Nigerians. I have lived all my life in River State. I have not seen one time when a revolution was carried out like this in terms of development of the area. Even those who are blind could see that there is serious transformation that's going on in that state. For a man we're talking about 500 primary schools, almost being more than 300 were completed. In the same education sector, 13,000 teachers employed in one day, just to be able to fill the gaps that we met, in the education sector. In this, more than 3,000 River State students in overseas scholarships, different parts of the world, America, Great Britain, different parts of the world. The same many things in the area of education. Look at the health sector. More than 160 health centers completed. Okay, 400 doctors employed with very good conditions.